Let's find out the inverse function of this. So there are two ways that you could find out the inverse function of a given function. The first method, let's say, will be working backwards. So you would do working backwards. Let's say the original function, according to this, if you analyze the order of operations for x, you need to first multiply by -2, right? That will be the first operation because it's -2x minus 3. The first operation is multiply x by -2, and then we subtract 3. So these are the two operations that we have in the original function. The inverse function will do it backwards in the opposite order. So you will, instead of, times -2 first, you will add 3 first. So you basically do the inverse of times -2 subtract 3 in the backwards order. So the backwards of -3 will be plus 3. And then the backwards of times -2 will be divided by -2. And then we're doing that to our input x. So that's how you determine the equation. So you're going to x plus 3 first, and then divide it by -2. So that basically says our f of x must be x plus 3 divided by -2. So that would be the backwards method. The second method is the swap method. So you basically swap the x and y. In our case, you are swapping these cases. So f of x will be replaced with x, and then x will be replaced with f inverse of x. So these are the swaps that you need to do. And then you isolate f inverse. So let's do the swap. You're starting with f of x equals -2x minus 3. And let's do the swap. So as you know, f of x becomes x. And then x becomes f inverse of x. And then you copy the rest of the equation. So -2, -3. And then our job is to isolate that f inverse, which is this part right here. We want to isolate this part. So apparently the first inverse operation will be plus 3 on both sides. So let's do that. And that gives us x plus 3 equals -2 times f inverse of x. By the way, there's a multiplication right there. The next inverse will be dividing both sides by -2. And as you guessed, it's the same as the before. X plus 3 over -2. That is our inverse function. So our inverse function is x plus 3 over -2. And you could pick either one of these two methods. Pick whichever method that works the best for you.